Compared to the FCL shipment journey in the previous course, LCL shipments have a few additional phases in its journey. Before we dive into the full journey, let's review some terms in relation to the additional phases in LCL shipping. The terms we will go over are container freight station, console box, consolidation, and deconsolidation. At the CFS, there are console boxes. The console box is the container carrying all the LCL cargo. Think of this as the bus carrying all the passengers. Note that this can also be known as an LCL container in cases where shipping lines own their own CFSs. Consolidation is the act of combining two or more shipments in a truck or container. This is like the act of getting everyone on the bus and making sure all the passengers find a comfortable seat. In LCL shipping, cargo is consolidated to fit in the console box or container. With consolidation, there's also deconsolidation, or also known as devan, which is the act of unloading cargo from a container. This is equivalent to getting everyone off the bus. Once a shipment has fully deconsolidated or devanned, it is then available for pickup from the CFS. Now that you understand the terms, let's follow an LCL shipment starting with booking. In the initial booking stage, a booking will be placed by a shipper or consignee with their freight forwarder near the cargo ready date. The booking should contain cargo commodity information, cargo size, dimensions, the port of loading at a CFS, port of delivery, also to a CFS, and final destination delivery details. And of course, a confirmed cargo ready date so that the shipment is picked up in time to be consolidated with other shipment of the shared container. After booking, the cargo will be picked up and consolidated, an aspect of LCL shipping that differs from FCL. Instead of having to make a stop at the port to pick up an empty container, a cartage truck will be dispatched to start at the factory to pick up the cargo load. Then, the trucker would bring the cargo to a container freight station, where the cargo will be consolidated with other shipment into a console box, or basically the container holding all the LCL cargo. With these physical cargo moves, it's also important to consider the document that go along with LCL shipments, such as the booking form, commercial invoice, and packing lists. These documents are needed for the cargo to be picked up, gated into the CFS, and eventually accepted by the carrier for the next phase of export prep and departure. After consolidation at the CFS, the console box will be sent to a container yard near the port of loading. Next, the container will be loaded into an ocean vessel for departure from the port of loading. Here, the ocean carrier will make sure documentation is valid for the cargo on board in order to continue the shipment journey on the water. The container is now on the water, on its way to the destination port. This phase of the shipment journey is similar to the FCL journey, in that when the vessel is about a week or a few days out from destination, the ocean carrier will send information or documentation required for A. Clearing customs, B. Picking the container up from port to then bring to a CFS, C. And charges by the ocean carrier for the services rendered. For US imports, all of this information typically comes from a document called an arrival notice. And specifically for LCL shipments, the arrival notice, or AN, will show information for multiple shipments within a container. When the ocean vessel arrives at the destination port, the process happens similarly in reverse. The console box is offloaded from the ocean vessel into the container yard at the destination port. Next, the container will be picked up from the container yard to move to a nearby CFS or get transported on rail or by truck to a port or CFS that may be more inland. After delivery to destination CFS, it's best practice to make sure the shipment is cleared for import. While we're still at destination CFS, the cargo will be deconsolidated to prepare for final delivery. During deconsolidation, the shipment will be deconsolidated or taken out of the container and separated from other cargo. Finally, a truck will be dispatched when the cargo is ready to be picked up from the CFS, where it will then usually be delivered to a business's warehouse. And that's the LCL shipment journey.